Yes, we are back at you with another lesson, Akim, through the power and the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai. Shalom. So, did Russia shoot down a UFO? Gonna check this one out from the City News. Clearly, they have no idea what they're dealing with, but that's all right. We're gonna address this one here. Been a little while since I've done a video on chariots, so we want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harkakodash, double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and the house of David is rising. Without further ado, let's check out this video because some scriptures come to mind when I see this, and I know that the Most High is sitting up in the heavens and he's laughing. So without further ado.
It's time to close out the week with our interesting stories chat with Richard Southern. And Richard, the Russian government is making some pretty major claims tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we're not too happy, I guess, with the Russian government right now. But that aside, Russian air defenses, Melissa, did say that they shot down a UFO. They actually released some video of it. We're looking at it here. This was reportedly shot down in the Rostov area near the Ukraine border. The governor of this Russian region said the UFO was a small-sized object in the shape of a ball and was flying roughly 1.5 miles high in the sky on January 3rd when the decision was made to shoot it down. Now, it is not clear what the object is. It's certainly possible it was a Ukrainian or maybe even a Russian drone related to the conflict. We don't know. Still, though, back in September, the National Academy of Sciences of Ukraine claimed the skies over Kyiv were swarming with unidentified flying objects. So add this to our long list of what was that up in the sky. So add this.
All right, what we gonna say? We're gonna say you did shoot down a UFO. You shot down a UFO, an unidentified object. UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenon. That's what you did shoot down. But I can tell you one thing. Was it a delusion? Was it an illusion that you shot down a chariot? Let's check out some words, because yeah, some words came to mind when I looked at this video. Well, some scriptures certainly came to mind, like the Most High sitting up in the heavens and laughing. Psalms 2, verse 4. Those kind of precepts. We're going to hit some precepts, but some words to look at. I like these type of words. Let's check this one out. Delusion, right? Delusion. We're going to see what we can do on this video via getting into certain words and bringing them out and highlighting them, isolating them. So what is a delusion? A false belief or judgment about external reality held despite incontrovertible evidence. Incontrollable. I'm going to butcher these words, aren't I? If I do, you know how it is, man. Incontrovertible evidence to the contrary occurring, especially in mental conditions. What they taking? Are they on fentanyl, man? They shot down a chariot. Mental occurring, especially in mental conditions. So these people might be on fentanyl, they might be on heroin or whatever, all those things that give you a delusion, those delusional drugs. I don't know them, man. Fentanyl, opioids, them tripping drugs. So they might be on something. The action of deluding or state of being deluded. Deception, misleading, deluding, fooling, trickery, what's deluding? It's the same thing, innit? But you got people that are delusional as well, innit? Deluded. The man's deluded. Deceive, fool, taking, trick. These people, they make you laugh, man. Oh, there's another one here. Delusional. Characterized by or holding false beliefs. judgments about external reality that are held despite controversial. Maybe they're taking some trips. They're on a trip. Them trick tablets, what you get when you them kind of them acid raves back in the day. Acid raves, the house raves. People was passing around tablets and trips. Enough people dropped from overdose and that. Maybe they're on them. Unconferable evidence to the contrary, typical as a symptom of a mental condition, based on having faulty judgments, mistaken. All right, man. So I like to, and I also tapped in. Give an example. Google, give an example, please. An example of a delusional. Give an example of delusional. A delusion. Give an example of delusion. I'll just tap that in. Is a belief that is clearly false and that indicates an abnormality, bloody hell, I don't know why I do that, man. Abnormality in the affected person's content or thought. The false belief is not accounted by the person, culture or religious background or his or her level of intelligence. Did I read that right? The false belief is not accounted by the person's cultural or religious background or his or her level of intelligence. They might be just delusional because they got a chemical imbalance. What they call that people? Them megalomaniacs, narcissism, sociopaths. They're very delusional people. So that's an example. A delusion is a belief that is clearly false and that indicate an abnormality in the affected person's content or thought. So if he's not on any kind of tripping, fentanyl or opioid, or smoking too much dope or hashish, right? He may have just a chemical imbalance, which a lot of those type of drugs give you the after effect is you start seeing things that don't exist, that don't, they're delusions. So that's the example of someone who's an example of a delusional person. Tripping, taking too many drugs, chemical imbalance. Another word that comes to mind. So people who may have a chemical imbalance or may just have some kind of illness like megalomaniacs and all them kind of diseases, sicknesses, mental imbalances are delusional people. They're not in the real world. These people are, well, we're going to come back to that. Another word is, so if you're into word exercising, you might be into this video. I'm getting more into it, and it's blessed for me because it's actually curing my it's good because it makes it increases your memory mass, your mental capacity, your cognitive. Now I'm getting a bit psychological, but it's just the truth with my it's just the truth. It widens your understanding, man. It gives you more of a mental stamina. I'm into all those type of things. Illusion, an instant of a wrong or misinterpreted perception of a sensory experience. Well, I'm starting to sound like them bloody mastermind people. All those big words. They're bloody mastermind. Using all them big words. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Yeah, look at that. An instant of a wrong or misinterpreted perception of a sensory experience. Deceptive appearance or impression. Appearance, impression, imitation, semblance, pretense, sham. Bloody hell, sham. Delusion, yeah. Them magic magicians, they're very good at doing delusions, and you can learn them because you got books on magic tricks, and they're not magic as they're not miracles. Yehoshua was the only one who done real miracles, right? He'll raise the dead, cure the sick, yeah, in the Gospels, bring back, no magician did that. they just use all kind of delusion and deception, misapprehension, deception, misconception. And I'm butchering some of the words, man, but you know, this is the whole idea of keep doing it, and practice makes perfect. Illusion. So I want an example of illusion. Someone who has an illusion. Give an example. Illusion is a misrepresentation of a real sensory stimulus that is an interpretation that contradicts objective reality as defined by general agreements. For example, a child who perceives tree branches at night as if they were goblins might be said to be having a delusion. These motherfuckers talking about. Yeah, we're going to look at this as well. You know, saying they shoot down the chariots, man. That's why we're laughing. We're laughing. Your whole white whole shy, they're laughing right now. Which they, if it wasn't a drone, most likely was. Most I can send them strong delusions anyway. You know, so that they believe a lie. So that, yeah, it was that Rosewood thing that they said that they caught some chariot fell out the sky. The Rosewood incident, Roswell incident. Some plane fell out chariot fell out the sky. They said, and they captured the alien and they had it in captivity and doing experiments on it. If it wasn't the Most High sending them a strong delusion, could well have been another. Let's read this, what it says here. These people are definitely under a spell anyway. Most I can do that to them. Act of misleading someone, deception, deceit, delusional from the Latin delusionem, if I'm pronouncing that right. Action from past perceptible stem of. He's giving a reference there, so you have it, man. Technically, delusion is a belief that through false has been surrendered. Let me read that again. Delusion is a belief that through false has been surrendered to and accepted by the whole mind as a truth. A falsehood has been surrounded and accepted as a truth. I'll say it in my own words. All these blasted big words are just talk straight now, man. Yeah? Truth illusion is an impression that through false is entertained. See? Entertained professionally on the recommendation of the sense or the imagination, but awaits full acceptance and may not influence an action. Delusion or grandeur. Bloody hell, that's a whole nother word there. Grandeur is someone who just has a big ideas and never put them into practice. Grandeur. That's a bloody whole nother word, that one. Exact phase is so there it is. Delusion of grandeur. Some people have big ideas, big grandeur, these ideas. Again, that word megalomaniac, those type of people into that power, and they have a power trip. And they take, some of them even take trips. Take the tablets called trips, not trips, traveling trips, tablets, and they start going on a trip. That's why the tablet is called trip. That's why they start tripping. So these people, you have to, Moses sitting up in the heavens and he's laughing right now, man. This is funny. Let's get a precept and we're going to keep it moving. Moses sit up in the heavens and laugh. What's going on here? Hold on, let me see if I can straighten this thing. This is because I had to repair and fix my I had to replace my other selfie. The other one, I said in my other video, I don't know what happened to that. I was taking it with me when I was going out there on the highways and the byway, and on my hill and gully rides, might have dropped out the bottom of my bag or something. I was attached to it. I was pissed when I lost it, but now I've got another one, so I'm getting used to this now. It's a new thing, and I have to be careful because I'm making these adjustments. So yeah, Thessalonians, Second Thessalonians. We're gonna hit some precepts just to hit the ball at the park. Second Thessalonians 2:11 says, "For this cause God shall send them strong delusions that they should believe a lie," and that these people are getting delusions. They're delusional. Let's hit this word on a blue letter. We looked at what Google had to say. Delusion. Someone who's under the delusion. A delusion. A strong delusion.
Strong's G 4106, Plane.
Yeah. What happened there?
Strong's G 4106, Plane. Plane.
So these people are under a delusion. It's alright though, because Most are sitting up in the heavens, he's laughing. If he didn't send it himself, they shot down maybe a drone or some whatever it was. So let's hear this. Let's I'm going on this. A wandering or striving about one led astray. Yeah. You could just send them a strong delusion, man. Just bug them out. They was doing that in Egypt, man. Those apparitions could have been an apparition. Astray from, because the Most High's got everything covered. This is his movie, man. Roams hither and thither. Mental starring. Error, wrong opinion relative to morals or religion. They're definitely going off there with that, thinking they shot down a chariot. It was a UFO though, an unidentified flying object, but it weren't no chariot, so that you can understand. Error which shows itself in action or wrong mode of acting. Error that which leads unto error, deceit or fraud. We've got another one. This precept came to my mind, and I know this one kills it, just deads it. 2 Kings deads all that folly, that delusion and illusion, all be rubbish. Strong delusions that they may believe a lie. It kills it. 2 Kings 6 and 16. Alright, and he answered that. Let me read a little bit of the context. And when the servant of the man of God was risen early and gone forth, behold, an host compassed the city, both with horses and chariots. And his servant said unto him, Alas, my master, how shall we do? And he answered, Fear not, for they that are with us are more than they that are with them. So if he was ever to come even anywhere near one chariot, the Most High would just dead you, because there's more than them. There's more chariots than you would ever imagine. Yeah, the scriptures talk about myriads and myriads. We don't have to get that one, but there's myriads and myriads of chariots, man. You understand what I'm saying to you? Right? That scripture there, I'm gonna just quote it so that you can understand the chariots. There's one here. I'm just gonna quote it quickly. I haven't got it up there, but Psalm 68:70 says, "The chariots of the God are myriads and thousands upon thousands." So that you can understand. You think he's gonna let you shoot down one of his little chariots, one of his army soldiers, and let you torture it like you said you did in captivity in the Roswell incident? You think he's doing this? You don't know what you're dealing with, but it's all right. The Most High sitting up in the heavens right now, laughing. So that just deads it, right? This is Elijah talking to his servant Elisha. And when the servant of the man God was risen early, and he gone forth, behold, and the host compassed by the city, both with hosts and chariots. And his servant said unto him, Alas, my master, how shall we do? He was a bit fretful, because he said, Look, we're surrounded, man. There's soldiers on their chariots with their swords. What we gonna do? We're our backs against the wall. And Elijah says, and he answered, Fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. You can't touch them, because they just kill you, man. If they was to just open up the heavens and open your eyes like what happened to Elisha, if the Most High was to open up the Russians' eyes or the Ukrainian eyes or the citizens' eyes and look for them to look up, they'd probably drop down and faint, realizing that they you shot down a little one of their, you shot down a drone or something, man, not a chariot. You wouldn't allow it. So here's another precept, Psalm 58. Psalms 59 and 8 says, "But thou, O Lord, shalt laugh at them. Thou have all the heathens in derision." You can even go into that word if you know, but yeah, I think we made the point already. They're in derision. Yeah, but thou, O Lord, shalt laugh at them. Thou have all the heathens in derision. Why not go into that? Why not? Let's go and check that one out. Derision. He's laughing, man. You know what the word laugh means, but let's check this one out. Derision.
Strong's H3932. Laag. Laag.
Something that's why you know. That's how we know that Yahweh is a Jake, man. You know, what I mean, that's how we know. You know, we like in Judah like laughing. Benjamin's always like he's into the laughing thing. Ainsley Harriet, that cook, is laughing. He's always laughing in the kitchen. Rusty Lee, the Benjamite chef, cook. She's always laughing. All they do is keep busting jokes and laughing, man. Benjamin and Judah. Judah likes laughing, busting jokes, and Benjamin likes laughing to jokes, falling over laughing. So that's why you know that Yahweh will shy, man. We're actually we're the seed of Jacob, man. You know, the Jakes, and all the tribe, even Asher. Yeah, they're the happy ones. They're laughing. That's why they have that reputation of being happy, laughing. Asher. So yeah, the Most High will decree ridicule. See, have them in derision, man. Mock, deride, ridicule. To mock, deride, having in derision. Enough said on that. Enough said. Point blank. Period. Most High is having them in derision. He's laughing. He's mocking. Enough said. That relates to what we're looking at. What we're looking at relates to the Most High is laughing, man. Behold, but thou, O Lord, shalt laugh at them. Thou shalt have them all the heathens in derision. Thou shalt have all the heathens in derision. Right, mocking, laughing, scorning them. They think he who laughs best. Another one on the precept to what we just looked at. Psalms 2 and 4. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, the Lord shall have them in derision. Again, he's mocking them, scorning and laughing at them. Yeah. One more precept on this psalm, just to back up the precept we just looked at. This is Psalms 37 and 12. The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth. Yeah? Is that what you're doing? The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is coming. You're making mockery with your delusional and your illusions and your delusions. You're on a trip. You're taking too much drug, man. Or you may be suffering from megalomaniac, narcissism, sociopathic people. They're all under that same spirit, man. And that is the stem that sums them up. Sociopathic, narcissistic, megalomaniacs, the lot of them, sick people. 14. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and the needy, and to slay such to be upright conversation. Their soul, but here's what's going to happen. In 15, their soul shall enter unto their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. Right. Their soul shall enter unto their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. So we're not tricked by these delusions and these delusional people talking about they shot down a UFO. They're delusional and they're not right in the head. Giving our praises to Yahweh Shem Yeshai, to what Yahweh Shem Yeshai putting the spirit on me to do this video. I just wanted to address that fact that would never happen. The Most High right now is sending them strong delusions, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 11, so that they believe a lie, so that when he come, they'll have a full sense of security and he's going to deal with them. Yeah, you're going to show one true little sign. And this is just small things leading up to big things. So he's setting the stage now for the missiles and all the other prophecies. Abaratazar, the hopeful year of the prophecies coming to pass, Lord willing, this is that year. Mosai setting the stage and he's going to be laughing. So I want to say shalom to all the sincere Akim. He's on to the next. We out.